What's going on, everybody? How's it going? My name is Ash, and this is CityCraft. Alright, so if you saw the last episode, we went to the outer end and got ourselves some elytra. So that has been a lot of fun. I didn't get to include it in the video, but I also went through and added mending and unbreaking 3 to these, so we can keep them going, keep them filled up. And at the end of the last episode, I also mentioned that this episode we would be spending some time doing all of the little tasks that I just been putting off because I want to do bigger tasks. So we're going to put them all together and make them one big task. Alright, so first up, I wanted to do this on camera though. Let's see if we can craft us up some rockets. There we go. Alright, we got ourselves some rockets now. Let's take flight. Get a good view of this place from the air. Alright, so do some talking from up here for what I plan to do today. So I kind of want to come over here and in this area set up more of a wheat farm, a larger wheat farm than over here, make it look like it'd be big enough for a city. I want to come over here to this building, get the white wool, make some carpets, and spawn proof the building so I stop having creepers spawn on top of it and get rid of the torches and make it look a little better. Do the same thing over here with some black ones. And then, let's see, what else do I want to do? I want to come over here. Oh, hold up, duh. Give me a second. Still getting used to this takeoff. There we go. So, you notice this black line that I've put across, like I mentioned when I was doing the wool market, I want to put in that's going to dictate where the road's going to go. So, actually, I have been quite busy in between episodes. I've been taking the shulker shells, filled this up with gravel and with sand. Got some ink sacks. I think I have some more in the storage area, and then a bunch of netherrack I need to smelt up, as well as an entire shulker box full of blackstone. So I've got an idea for what I want to do for the pathway, so that's one thing I want to get done in this episode as well. And finally, to round out the episode, we are going to come up here and actually put in a storage system. Don't know how long I'll actually use it for at this point because I'm getting close to wanting to build an actual building for it, but it's time I at least have some way to organize everything. So with that said, let's get into it. Alright, first up, we are going to carpet the ginormous library. Don't know that I'll need that much, but let's see, how much can I make? Not banner. There we go. We'll make about that much. I think that'll work. But we'll start at the top up here, work our way down. Alright. That about does it for the white part. I've got to come back and do this black part too, but not bad. Now has the torches removed, except for that one on the front. It is now spawn proof, so I won't have creepers or skeletons or zombies dropping down on my head, which is wonderful. Now, let's move on to the gazebo. Over here. We didn't have too many left over for black carpet or for white carpet. I think this one we can get away with about that much. Get one more. This might have been a little overkill, but go. All right, let's get started. All right, task number 2 is complete. We've got the gazebo spawn-proofed. Well, at least the top of the gazebo is spawn-proofed. We still need to go in underneath here and spawn-proof it a little more. Also need to go to the other side and spawn-proof the other side so that these guys stop coming through. I don't know what happened or why if he picked something up or what, but this guy over here has been sitting there for literal days of me logging, like actual days, not Minecraft days. I'd log off and log back on. He's still just chilling out. I don't know how he got there. I don't know why he's still here. But maybe we'll give him a name tag. Let me know down in the comments if you think that we should name him and what name we should give him. Alright, so we're getting close to nighttime. We finished spawn-proofing that. We finished spawn-proofing that. So next up, while I'm thinking about it, let me... something. And then grab this shulker box of netherrack and come over here to our oh wow, well, I still need some practice, but you know, go over here and crack this open. Transfer all this over. All that over. And transfer some more. Let all that cook up. Drop this bed down and go to sleep. Alright, next up, let's try to detail this building a little more. I started growing some vines on there so I can get some mossy cobblestone. So we'll continue growing those here while I add to it, but those are eventually going to go away. So I think we're going to add a couple right here. Just to kind of, not right there. Just to add a little bit of detail as far as making it look like, you know, the water's going down, you got a bit of moss coming down. May actually maybe transfer one of them over here, kind of. Start bringing that down a little bit, put a string on the wall to keep it from going down all the way, but to give it a little bit of depth, so it looks like it sticks out a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm just going to kind of go around here and just kind of knock out a block here and there, and add in some detail. Make it look a little better, a little more worn, a little more lived in. I'm trying to decide. I'm probably going to add another block type to it as well. I'm just not sure what. I maybe add some smooth stone in, or some andesite towards the bottom. Kind of give it more of a structured look on the bottom. I don't know. I haven't really decided there yet. So this one's worn out. So we're probably going to both on here. Heavily used entrance. You got the cows back here in the barns. We're gonna make it look a little more worn out. Probably we'll add some vines here. Definitely add the vines here on this side. Add one there. Don't want to go overboard with it and make it look too messy, but just enough to give it some detail. Probably gonna need to get a few more, but add a little bit. Alright. Need to fill those in with some more. Oh wait, I still have one. There we go. Alright, so let me see here if we've got any more growing. They grow, we got one that grew a little bit more, so we'll go ahead and trim that back, and then guess we'll just move on to something else while this continues to grow and just kind of come back throughout the episode and harvest this and finish up the decorating on it. Like I said, I want to add some other details to it, but just that alone is really bringing it to life a little bit. I'm probably gonna shear some of these trees, get these leaves off, and add some decoration to it that way. Dang, I'm already got it full inventory. I started off with an empty one. Okay. Might add another tree or two in this. All right. So while those vines grow, I figured we'd go ahead and start on the road. So I'm going to craft up some black concrete powder and get ready to start laying this down. So I've got a bit of a plan I want to do. I want intersections like this where you get two major roads coming together, going this way, going that way. I think I'm going to do like a polished basalt, the face up spiral, kind of like what we did in here. Say spiral, whatever that. Yeah, it's kind of a spiral, right? Concentric squares. Yeah. The polished basalt central here with the rest of the road going out. But I'm really excited about this road, actually. I kind of played around with a few ideas as I was going around, and it's like, well, let me change this up a little bit, change this up, and it ended up being something that I thought looked really cool, at least in my test world. I'm hoping it looks just as good next to all these buildings. So yeah, let's get into it. First thing we got to do is come over here and start crafting up everything. So I'm going to need to drop this shulker box and grab this one too. Put this one down. So we got all of our gravel, so I'm going to take a couple of each. Well, I got a couple gravel, so we'll take a couple sand. And then we'll come over here. And where did it all go? There it is. Convert all this over to black concrete powder. I did not get near enough ink sacs, but that's okay. That should be good for now, so I'll come back into here, place the ink sacs in here for later, and place the rest of this in here too. Okay, so that should be enough for now. The black concrete powder isn't going to be in the main block, it's just going to be an accent. So I'm going to grab, the main one's going to be black stone and polished black stone. Grab, go ahead and fill it up about like that. And come in and we will make some polished, well actually, come over here. Faster actually to craft it in here first and then cut it up. So if we make ooh, no, that's expensive. All right. So we'll cut it up into polished blackstone slabs is what I want so that we don't waste so much. Polished blackstone slabs. All right. One more, we'll get rid of this gold for a second. All right, and then I'll drop off another stack here. All right, let's get into it. I think, let's see, pick spot to start. I guess no better place to start than down here. So I've got it winding all the way over here. This is going to be the fun part to figure out. I didn't actually test how to curve it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But we'll experiment and find out. So do I want to start all the way down there? Do I just want to start? Yeah, I don't have anything down there yet, so maybe we start here. Yep, okay, so I think we'll start over here. So I had designed it as a 5 wide, so that it would merge into here pretty well. Probably need to carry this polished blackstone out. I'm not going to continue this. I think it may just end up changing here. I haven't decided what I want to do with this area yet and what it's going to look like. So the other thing I've decided is I'm probably going to reactivate the village breeder, but change it up so that when they breed, the villagers go into the mountain here, kind of like what we did with the iron mine, but have them go into the mountain and have a singular point where they all stay and have a minecart system where I can pull one out at a time if I need it. Just because this right here where I walk constantly is so annoying. And it's so hard when I'm trying to talk and concentrate. And anyway, okay. I'm gonna stop talking, start knocking out this, all this wool and get this road knocked in. So yeah, I will come back once I get the road prepared, or the area prepared. Alright, so we got it prepped. So I'm gonna come in here with just the blackstone for now, or the polished blackstone for now. I'll go back, kind of like what I did with the building over there. Well, what I'm currently doing, I guess. But build it first with the main block, and then come back in and detail it later. Let's see, from here, 1, 2, so this is... Alright, and then I'm going to come in with the polished blackstone. Place this in here for now like that. The flower. There we go. Okay. Drop that down. Alright. So that's enough for now. At least we can get this part of the road in. So now I'm going to come over here and convert some of these over to staircases. Convert these over to... Let's go with that. And then we'll switch it out here in a second and put some of these staircases in. But not like that. So the idea is this is going to be god dang it, like the gutter system, I guess, if you will, for water drainage. So I'm going to come through here and have with water buckets and fill it in with a whole bunch of water, so that adds a little bit of color to it, adds a little bit of definition, and a little bit of variety to it as well. Now I'm going to go so because of that I have to be careful not to add the concrete powder right next to it, because then it will actually not work. I changed one. I want this one. So now we're going to come in and kind of start we're going to come in here and start detailing this a little bit more. Put that back. Actually, I'm going to be very indecisive as I place all this. Just be prepared. I'm going to place this there. It's getting close to nighttime, so we're going to come in here. Place this here. We're going to come over here. Place this here. I'm going to continue this pattern of just randomly placing things. Not that random. Gotta have some order to it. Nope, I went. Alright, and we're back to daytime. Couple more of these. Drop this in. Like so. Alright, we'll come in over here. We'll take these and change it over to some staircases. And then we'll just kind of do the same thing where we randomly take out some spots, change it out for the staircases, and actually I think I did the wrong staircases, didn't I? Really doesn't have much variety. Oh well. I did the wrong staircases. That's alright, we'll use it for something else, I'm sure. Come in here and change that out. I meant to do... I grabbed powder, didn't I? There we go. Third time's the charm. I meant to make more of just straight up blackstone. But, I mean, it's not bad. It's kind of different, but not really. Um, that definitely adds a little bit more detail to it, makes it look a little more weathered. Now that should do us pretty well. So we got the first part of this road in. So what I'm going to do for this is actually show you guys the full road, this part of it at least, and then kind of continue through, maybe do a time lapse of the rest of it, just so I don't bore you guys with me trying to figure things out and talking out loud randomly and different things like that. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. Trying to remember off the top of my head what I think. Try this out, see how this works. So now we're gonna come over here and add 3, 1, 2, 3. Might end up having to level this out some. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. All right, and then we're gonna come in here, knock out a block in between. Now we're gonna come through with the walls to stop counting out loud. Gonna be light poles of sorts, but it's not quite what you think it's going to be. Now, come through. We're gonna need a ton of wall blocks, so I may need to go gather some more, or craft some more. But let's grab this dirt, swap that out. Move over slightly. I didn't actually put down any concrete powder. Put one in the middle. Okay, sorry. Kind of getting off topic. I'm gonna come here, go on top like this. Come over. Go up one more. Not over, up. Connect it there. Do the same thing going all the way down this way. Place over, place over. There we go. All right. Now, I will be right back. I have to go grab a couple. All right, so let's see here what we can craft. Free up some room. Drop these. Oh. That up. Oh. Don't need that. Don't need those. Okay. And back here and craft it. So let's get some soul lanterns going. And here, bring my iron back. There we go. Back. There we go. Okay. So so we're gonna come in here, drop these sides here. Now, soul lanterns don't put out as much light as a regular lantern does. Put these in here. And we'll grab the soul sand. Place the soul sand right in here. Alright. And I removed my flint and steel. Alright. We got our flint and steel. Light this up. That. Really loving that. Alright. Back over here. Let me swap out for this. Let me do half that. Craft these into half slabs. And then we are going need to figure out what I want to do about that. That like that. Do that there. Close this a little better. There we go. So this is going to be the general concept for the road. It goes between everything. I really like it. I think it adds a lot of... Oh, I missed one. Adds a lot of color, adds a lot of flair. Definitely adds enough light. The other thing I need to do, I need to... I'm going to have to use some black carpet that we had earlier, and place it in here. So I'm going to place it under this one, or place a regular lantern under here. Because despite all this lighting, the blue light gives off far less light than anything else. If you look at the block number, as you're walking through here, get down to 6 here, 6, 6, 7, 7, so you'll have spawns all through there. And that's not what I want. So I need to craft some actual lanterns as well. So if I come in here, just show you guys what it's going to look like. But I have one right here. I can get rid of this torch. Where do I place it here? Place it here, and I'm going to put a piece of carpet, which I put back. Alright, we'll place that there like that, so you get a little bit more variety to it, a little bit more distinction in color. But yeah, that's what it's going to look like. Let me add in a couple more different textures into this with some more concrete powder, and finish up the rest of the roads. Alright, I'm probably doing these progress updates a little too frequently, but I had to show you guys this. I think this just, from up here, it looks absolutely incredible. I'm trying to figure out how to do the turn if I want to take the arches out. I'm also slightly debating if the arches are too close together, if I need to take out every other one maybe, and do it like that. Not quite sure yet. It may be a little bit too many. I'm burning through a ton of blackstone putting up these arches, but I do think they look pretty awesome. The other thing with that dark oak going over it, I've never done a custom tree before, but it makes me want to do along this path, have some custom trees growing over the arches, because I think it looks amazing. Let me show you something. It's kind of fun to do. I crashed last time I did this, so it's, yep, good to go. But that's pretty fun to do, to fly through, just to glide on in and don't kill myself. Yeah, anyway, that's enough fun. But yeah, to show you the tree. I don't know, I think it kind of gives a pretty cool effect having the tree growing over. Obviously, it's not growing over right now, but just to have these trees along the side here. I think that would be something pretty cool to add. Haven't figured out, like I said, how I want to do the arches across this curved part, or that angled part, but yeah, I'm definitely going to come in, finish off the straight part, put in a few carpets I'm missing. I'm probably going to stop the arches here until I can figure out how I want to do around the curbs. But at least get that in there so I get all the way connected up to my mine. The only thing I don't have connected at this point is the iron mine back here, which I think I'm going to do at a later date. I'm kind of getting burned out on building the road right now, I'm going to be honest. It does look awesome, but once I get the blacksmith in, that's when I'll do the road too. Because I'm going to have to get some more blackstone, I think. I still have quite a bit, but I think that this is going to pretty well burn me out of blackstone doing these arches. Yeah, so drop a comment down in the section where you put comments, the comment section. I don't want to talk about it. Drop a comment, let me know what you guys think. If I should space these arches out a little more, maybe remove every other one. And have it flanked, each one flanked by the flames. Remove this one, remove that one. Because, I don't know. On the one hand, it looks awesome, but I also think it's a little too closely packed. So anyway, that's enough progress update. I'm going to go ahead, finish this out, and then we'll move on to doing the wheat field over there. Alright, here we go. Get that nice cinematic sunset coming down on top of our, or behind our city, looking down on us. That beautiful blue flames and the soul fire. There's a little bit of a mountain in the way there. That looks pretty sweet. That. Oh, I love it. I love it. The only thing I'm concerned about is the villagers like to walk over here. So I'm a little concerned about the stupidity of the villagers and if they'll walk into the fire. But I think that's gonna about do it for the road. Skeleton spawning. Need to light it up a little better still. Alright, so with that being done, I think now time to move over to the farm, or the farmland. So I think I'm going to come in somewhere around here and split off a road going back this way, and do some more builds in here, and then come over here, have a bridge that crosses over to here, and fill in all of this area with farmland. I'm not gonna do any terraforming. Oh, I say that. I'm gonna change out these rocks for dirt over here. Maybe up to here. I'm not gonna go all the way up there, but just have the wheat field going all the way across. Just have a nice large field. Of course, we're right on the other side where a plains biome is, but that would be a better place to do it. But I kind of like the idea of doing like having like a terraced. I can't remember the word. How many letters are in the word? But the step up farm, like the Aztecs, the Mayans used to do. Probably should have fact checked before I said all that. So with that said, let's get to it. I gotta remember to hit spacebar twice. I'm still not used to flying. All right. Cut. There we go. So you can see here, I've got all of this area plowed. And the reason I don't have this area up here is what I'm thinking is build the bridge about right here, going across, spanning. So the road will connect in over here, they'll come across, and he got himself stuck. Go help the idiot in a second. bridge will come across here, and then I'm thinking up here I'll build a stable with the horses and everything. Kind of have this area for their grazing and whatnot, and then have the road continue off this way. For whatever reason, I don't know that I'm going to build anything over here, but have the road continue and just kind of go into the plains over here. I'm going to get to planting and see what it looks like afterwards. I already started, as you can see, but time to get some more. All right, so I got as much planted as I could. Unfortunately, even with all the seeds I had saved up, it was not enough to do this whole thing. I got about 3 or 4. No, even less than that. I got 2 of the long ones done and the 2 short ones done, and started on this one. But yeah, like I said, I'm out of seeds, and I don't really feel like dragging this out long enough to keep harvesting this. So in between episodes, I'll go through and we'll harvest up this field as it grows to get more seeds and fill it in. Probably won't be harvesting this field too many times because it's kind of a pain in the butt to harvest and to replant. But now, time to move on to the final thing today, and I need to adjust this a little better. So I put some string below to keep it from growing anymore, but didn't put it in here. So anyway, it's starting to take over. I need to trim it back a little bit, get some more string. The final thing for today is organizing the mess. Let's get started. All right. So I have got my storage system all sorted out, at least. So I've got over here, I've got dedicated cobblestone or cobblestone related blocks. So anything you can craft with cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, bricks, stone bricks, etc. Down here is every other stone, and I had no idea where else to put the flint, so I just stuck it in here with the other stones. Since you get gravel, get it from gravel, put the gravel in here. Anyway, makes sense in my head. Dedicated dirt. And then all my nether items. I think I'm going to have a dedicated one for blackstone and basalt specifically, but nether related things here with the exception of the wood. So we got the nether wood variants in this. All the other wood things, wood crafted items in here. And then in here, plant-based stuff. So you got your saplings, your flowers, food, coral, blah, blah, blah. Here's miscellaneous building items. Here's our food. It was going to be meat, but I didn't know where else to put the bread, so I put bread in there. This is our end items. Minecart related. Bone meal, because I couldn't think of another place to put it and I had a spot. So tools. So anything related to tools goes in here. Compass could be... We'll call it a tool. Kind of weird, but horse-related items. So all the horse armor saddles, name tags, leads, valuables box, redstone, paper because it didn't fit anywhere else. My shulker box. I mean my dye box. I should probably change that to actually be the dye, but anyway, this is where all the dyes are going to go. And then over here I've got, I know I'm going to have, when I finish going through all the boxes out there, I know I'm going to have overflow of cobblestone and other stones, so this is the overflow for those, so they'll be right next to each other. But yeah, plenty of room to expand in here. And actually, while I'm here and thinking about it, I'm going to come through and decorate this a little bit. Cobwebs in here. Make it look more like an attic. Alright, there we go. That's looking good. I like that. Alright. We'll put that back now. And then, come over here. We've got our spoon, our golden spoon. Spoon! And our very first pickaxe of the world. So, managed to save that. So, I think that's gonna about do it. I'm gonna have to come through with the string and tame the, what are those called? Vines? Tame the vines. They're out of control. It's insane. Yeah, that's gonna just about wrap it up for today's episode, guys. Sorry it wasn't anything exciting as far as any new builds and things like that, but it was definitely a well-needed time spent. Look at this is beautiful. Making our world actually look pretty sweet. So anyway, I'm excited about it. I don't know why I put it off for so long. It really wasn't that bad. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like rating and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And let me know what projects you would like to see me work on next. If you have any questions, be sure to drop it down in the comment section as well. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.